Yo! What's good, family, man? What's good, man? You know, we back with another vid, man. No, this is not a reaction. Yes, I'm recording 2 videos on Monday. One video I'm dropping today. Another video I'm dropping tomorrow. It's about the same motherfucking thing. So, nah, but, bro, I was supposed to record this. I was supposed to drop this yesterday, right? Got caught up doing something, so I couldn't drop it. So I'm dropping it today, man. Yes, I'm dropping it today. Be grateful, my nigga. Just be grateful. Sign on. But look, though, today, y'all, man, we are reacting to how the New England Patriots completed the fastest rebuild in NFL history. Me personally, I don't think our rebuild is even done. Honestly, bro, keep it a whole rap. I think we still have a lot of pieces. We still connect to the puzzle. We're playing fantastic right now, though, but we still got a lot of pieces we probably can add. Probably like maybe an edge rusher, to give like a little bit more pressure than we be getting. Don't get me wrong, we getting pressure. Don't get me wrong, we getting pressure right there. But if we can get like another edge rusher on the side of laundry, be straight like on the opposite side. But we'll be straight. Like, don't get me wrong, we is getting pressure though. We getting pressure. We need I think we need probably like another like little coverage linebacker too. Cause Splaney he doing good. But I still it be just the spacing in our defense. Like, it just be crazy. Like, it should be getting beat sometimes. But I think all in all, for the most part, we are okay. Maybe another offensive lineman. Maybe, I don't know. But for the most part, I think we're okay. We're fine. Where we at? Maybe what else? I wouldn't even say a key wide receiver because I feel like Drake may just adjusted to our wide receiver so good, and he just know how to work with them so well. But if we can get a wide receiver that can probably like create more space or like get open, it'll be 10 times easier because he can just put on faster, or just like a star, like a little, you know what I'm saying, A1 wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? We got Dez, but like his A1 days is not really where it should be at. But do I think we got the fast rebuild? Nah, because it took us like maybe 5 years. They said rebuild usually take about 7. I seen quicker, honestly, but yeah, man, I think we got a decent little rebuild, man. I wouldn't say we top 10, man. Honestly, bro, I just want to see what we do in the playoffs. Honestly, man, that's what really counts. Bro, honestly, I mean, these games, yeah, I'm happy that we win, and we didn't get 8 wins in like the last 2 years. 2 years total, we had 8 wins, bro. So, bro, I'm just happy to see what we got doing and what we doing next, bro. Right, got nigga on. Ain't gonna talk your head off. This video might be long enough, so we're gonna get straight into this vid, man.
The New England Patriots, once the model of perfection, had become a punchline. Belichick's magic was gone. Mac Jones had flopped, and for the first time in 20 years, Foxborough felt hopeless. The post-Brady era wasn't a rebuild, it was a complete collapse. 4 losing seasons in 5 years. No direction, no identity. The dynasty was over. Or so everyone thought. But good franchises don't stay down for long. And if the early 2000s Patriots defined sustained greatness, the mid-2020 Patriots might just redefine how fast you can get back there. Because in just 2 seasons, this team went from rock bottom to one of the NFL's most exciting young rosters, with a new quarterback, a new culture, and a new identity that's restoring the Patriot way. This is how the New England Patriots completed the fastest rebuild in NFL history. Before we get stuck into the masterclass of roster construction and drafting that has led to this New England Patriots rebuild, we need to understand why things got so bad and why so many reinforcements were needed. In the 4 seasons that followed Tom Brady's departure, the New England Patriots enjoyed just 1 winning season, culminating in a...
Everybody thought I was winning. Look what I said. 2 seasons straight, niggas. We had a total of 8 wins. 2 seasons straight. A total of 8 wins. Nigga, we had 1 positive season. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seasons, nigga, we had 1 positive season. Nigga, we had 2 wins. Nigga, we had 8 wins. Nigga, we had 8 wins. Like, this is crazy. See, I told you I thought I was lying, bro. When I was telling y'all and I made that clip, bro. I'm not joking, bro. I watched us have 4 wins back to back, literally. Horrible seasons, bro. Horrible.
Or in 13-2023 campaign that was dysfunctional enough to spell the end for one of the greatest coaches the sport has ever seen. Nobody can ever take away what Bill Belichick achieved in New England. He is a true legend of the game, and debates about whether he or Tom Brady deserve more credit are pointless. Both are legends, and both played their part in one of the greatest partnerships in NFL history. But for Belichick in particular, as the de facto general manager as well as head coach, he played a big part in the team being such a mess in the early 2020s. The long list of draft misses in recent years makes for ugly reading. N'Keal Harry was drafted ahead of players like Deebo Samuel, A.J. Brown, and DK Metcalf, while the reach for Cole Strange in 2022 was literally laughed at by Sean McVay. Obviously, then, Mac Jones never worked out as the replacement for Tom Brady, which ultimately cost him his job. But it wasn't just draft misses though. You also have the inexcusable trade of a second-round pick for a 30-year-old Mohamed Sanu, the decision to let Jacoby Myers walk, and the inability to build an offensive line over his final seasons with the team. The bottom line was, when he left in 2023, the roster was depleted across the board, and it would take an almighty effort to get it back up to a competitive level. Elliot Wolf was the man tasked with filling Belichick's shoes, at least from an overseeing general manager perspective. The other person coming in to replace Belichick was Gerard Mayo as head coach.
Horrible.
Mayo was the guy earmarked to be Belichick's successor for years, replacing the Hall of Fame coach with an in-house elevation who would take the team into a new chapter, but with links to what had worked before. To welcome in this new era of football, Wolf and Mayo needed to make a splash. And, fortunately, they had the 3rd overall pick to help them do it. This was spent on quarterback Drake May, who was viewed as the 2nd or 3rd best quarterback available in that 2024 class, behind Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels. He has been as good as advertised as the leader of this New England Patriots renaissance, but we will have to wait a little longer before we come on to him, because the rest of the 2024 draft class wasn't quite so pretty. Wide receivers Jalen Polk and Javon Baker looked like sensible selections at the time to give the shiny new quarterback some weapons to throw to, before Caden Wallace and Layden Robinson joined the offensive line room in rounds 3 and 4. Just 1 year later though, Polk, Baker, and Robinson were all off the team, with only Caden Wallace hanging on to the depth chart in 2025. To put it simply, the new-look New England Patriots front office found very little to support the man they had just chosen to be the face of their franchise. Free agency did prove moderately more fruitful, with Mike Onwenu arriving to give the offensive line a much-needed boost, while safety Jalen Hawkins proved to be a useful pickup for the defense on the cheap. Jacoby Brissett was another handy pickup, giving Drake May a solid veteran quarterback to learn from and sit behind until he was ready. There were no over-the-top splashes for this first offseason with Wolf and Mayo, instead opting to find veterans to support their young quarterback and extend players like Christian Barmore, Kyler Duggar, and Hunter Henry. It's never a good idea to go over the top and waste too much misplaced cash in free agency or blow too many picks in the draft. But in the case of the 2024 Patriots, a bit of extra aggression was needed, because the team that entered the year was clearly one of the NFL's least talented rosters, and it showed. This was particularly the case on offense. Hunter Henry would end up leading all pass catchers with 674 yards, followed by Demario Douglas with 621 and Kayshon Boutte with 589. The two rookies were nowhere to be seen. Meanwhile, Stevenson led the running backs with 800 yards at 3.9 yards per carry. There was very little to work with, and the offensive line was clearly one of the very worst in the league, starting 10 different O-line combinations over the duration of the season. With such a porous offensive line, and with very few explosive playmakers to rely on, the prospect of putting the rookie Drake May out there seemed highly risky. For a young quarterback trying to find their way, too many hits because of bad blocking and too many mistakes because of a lack of receiving options could lead to a long list of problems, including a loss of confidence and the acquisition of bad habits. But when Jacoby Brissett led the team to a 1-4 record and just 2 touchdowns over those 5 games, and already under pressure Gerard Mayo was out of options, it was time to pull the emergency cord and get his rookie quarterback in there. And what did Drake May do? He balled out, and completely exceeded expectations. In his first start against a very tough Houston defense, he passed for 243 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, whilst also collecting 38 yards on the ground. This came in a heavy loss, but his presence alone had brought something that was completely absent over the first 5 games, that being explosive playmaking ability and hope. In that first game, May tossed more touchdowns than Brissett had managed over his 5 combined, and his willingness
he been in think start the nigga like that is crazy, bro. That was just horrible coaching. Like the nigga was a linebacker in the league. What linebacker coach football? What linebacker coach football? He was a linebacker on that team. He was nice though. He was a nice linebacker. He had crazy IQ as a linebacker. But as a coach, hell no. You better be a deuce or something, nigga.
To attack deep at least gave fans something to cheer for. Over the rest of the season, May would continue to make plays with his arm and his legs, completing 66.6% of his passes for 2,276 yards, 15 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions, whilst also adding 421 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Whilst they aren't exactly the most eye-popping numbers, it is important to understand the context in which May was having to operate. It was as close to a disaster situation as you could ask for. But not only did he survive, he somehow managed to make plays in the process. Now, while Drake May did show plenty of signs of promise, there was only so much magic he could deliver with clearly one of the very weakest rosters in the entire NFL. The team managed a lousy 4-win record for the second season in a row, giving them another top 5 pick to add to the equation. Fortunately, one person who wouldn't be there to help figure out how to use that pick would be Jerod Mayo. That's right, the man handpicked to replace the great Bill Belichick was out after 1 year, partially doomed by his talent-poor roster, but also his inability to get his boys prepared. So, entering the 2025 NFL season, it was time to hit the reset button yet again. Elliott Wolf would be staying in his post, and this time, the familiar face to try and execute their vision of the Patriot way would be Mike Vrabel. And sticking with the theme of familiar faces in familiar places, he would be joined by none other than Josh McDaniels as the offensive coordinator, ready to work his magic with Drake May and try to recreate the glory days he had with TB12. For this particular reboot, the quarterback was already in place, which made things a little easier. The other good news was that these Patriots easily led the way with nearly $130 million in cap space available to them, one of the only good results to come from the conservative spending in 2024. This would go a long way to helping repopulate one of the very worst rosters in the NFL, but it couldn't just be spent on anyone. It was crucial that Wolf, Vrabel, and company found people who could come in and make a difference. On offense, Stephon Diggs came in to immediately lead the depleted pass-catching room. It is always risky to give significant money to a 31-year-old wide receiver coming off an ACL tear, but Diggs has been one of the most reliable wide receivers in the NFL over the last decade. If you want your quarterback to grow, the best thing you can do is get a savvy veteran who can win with his football IQ as much as he can with his athleticism. Diggs certainly ticks those boxes and has only gone on to exceed expectations ever since he arrived. Mac Hollins goes down as another smart free agent signing, not the flashiest, but still offering some explosive upside alongside the all-important veteran experience of knowing where to be and when, which this unit was severely lacking. Arguably even more important than Diggs was the arrival of center Garrett Bradbury and offensive tackle Morgan Moses. The Patriots front office recognized that what they put out there in 2024 was simply unacceptable. You just cannot compete.
And we went and got a tackle out there, which calls so now our tackles like that. We didn't have no problems with our guards, right? Bro, we had a W draft. I mean, we just had a W rebuild, bro. That was a W rebuild.
Eaten games with that many turnstiles along the offensive line, and these two veterans would at the very least help them take a step up towards league average. For the defensive overhaul, Milton Williams was the star signing on a 4-year, $104 million deal, joined on the defensive line by Harold Landry, Kyrie's Tonga, and Clavon Chason. Behind them, Robert Spillane was inked to a 3-year deal. When you then factored in the already extended Christian Barmore, you get a much sturdier front seven. handpicked to execute Vrabel's vision. In the secondary, Carlton Davis arrived as another solid signing, filling the cornerback spot across from rising star Christian Gonzalez. All of a sudden, there was talent on the roster, and with the quarterback already in place, the 2025 NFL Draft provided a great opportunity to add the finishing touches. With the 4th overall pick, the Patriots brought in their third key offensive line addition of the offseason in the form of Will Campbell from LSU. Much was made of Campbell's arm length throughout the pre-draft process, but in terms of raw talent and on-field versatility, he stood out as one of the elite prospects in the class. Recognizing the importance of finally solving the offensive line issue, the Patriots doubled down and selected Jared Wilson in the 3rd round. Wilson is another player who can move around the offensive line, going through the pre-draft process as a center, but ultimately proving himself good enough to line up for these Patriots as a guard early in the 2025 season. Now, with Campbell at left tackle, Wilson at left guard, Morgan Moses at right tackle, and Garrett Bradbury at center, the New England Patriots offensive line had received its much-needed makeover, setting up Drake May for what would hopefully be a breakout season. To help make that an even more likely reality, New England spent their 2nd-round draft pick on running back Travion Henderson and their 3rd-round pick on Kyle Williams. While we haven't seen Williams on the field just yet, Henderson has shown flashes of his playmaking ability, and if he can find his feet, he gives this offense an even higher and more explosive ceiling than we've seen so far. After supporting Drake May at key positions with their first 4 draft selections, the Patriots switched their attention to defense, selecting safety Craig Woodson and defensive tackle Joshua Farmer in round 4, who are both already contributing for this 2025 Patriots defense. The early returns from this draft class have already been rock solid. And that's not even including 6th-round kicker Andres Borregales, who started this season in good form, including a clutch 52-yard.
Nah, he ain't start. I mean, he was doing okay, but he reason why we lost to the Raiders too. We were missing 2 field goals. He reason why we lost. No cap.
Yard game winner against the Buffalo Bills. So, through some savvy spending in free agency and great selections at key positions in the draft, these New England Patriots entered the 2025 season with a level of hope that would not have felt remotely possible after the 2024 campaign. Mike Vrabel was the adult in the room that was needed, and installing an identity that everyone could get behind. Meanwhile, Drake May was positioned for a dramatic breakout year, and it didn't take long for us to get our first look. The Drake May that emerged in the early stages of the 2025 season was a much more mature, confident, and dangerous version of the one we saw as a rookie. He was putting up top-tier performances and showing off a masterful combination of efficiency and explosive upside. His standout moment came in Week 5 against the division bully Buffalo Bills. On primetime, with the whole country watching, the sophomore quarterback put on a show, specifically in the second half. Against a Super Bowl contender and division rival in their own building, he completed 13 of 14 pass attempts for 184 yards, earning a 118.8 passer rating. In doing so, he led his Pats to a 23-20 upset victory that officially confirmed their arrival as a player in the AFC East in 2025. Each and every week, May was contributing to NFL highlight reels with stunning sideline passes and creative masterclasses from the pocket. With 1/3 of the season done, May has completed 73.2% of his passes for 1,522 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, to go along with 138 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. The breakout is very much underway, and the offseason investments made by this Patriots front office are a big reason why. The offensive line are giving May more time to work with, and Stephon Diggs, as it turns out, has plenty of juice still left in the tank, giving May a reliable target who can pick up yards after the catch while also making big plays downfield. Remember, it was Diggs who helped Josh Allen break out in his 3rd season in the NFL, so it's fitting that he is now doing the same thing in New England with a sophomore quarterback who has received plenty of comparisons to the reigning MVP. The defense is supporting their young quarterback as well, with Harold Landry racing out to a very tidy 4.5 sacks over his first 6 games, and Milton Williams proving to be a menace at the heart of the defense. Clavon Chason has also been a good contributor, and Robert Spillane is comfortably leading the team in tackles a third of the way through the season, with an interception and a forced fumble added to his box score as well. While it will be tough to beat the Buffalo Bills to the AFC East title, It says a lot about how far these Patriots have come that they could go into their division rivals' building and actually beat them. They had already reached their win total of 4 from the previous season by week 6, and with rookies like Travion Henderson and Kyle Williams yet to get going, there is plenty of room for more upside to be found.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't wait to see Kyle. Like Henderson, he already showing sparks. I ain't gonna lie, he already showing sparks. But Kyle Williams, bro, I cannot wait to see him, bro, start snapping, bro. Cause I know he got it in him, bro. I know for sure he got it, and he be out there. That's the crazy part. The crazy thing is he really be out there. It's just that, like, I don't know, like, it's just, I don't know if he has a hard time getting open or Drake may just don't see him, bro. But I don't know. That would be hard for him not to see him though, cause he hit everybody that's open. That's the crazy part about it. But I know for sure he do be out there, and I know for sure he got like a couple catches before. But bro, we got a lot of options as wide receiver too, bro. Nigga, Stephon Diggs, Matt Hollins, Kayshon Boutte, Kyle Williams. Who else? We got who else we got? Hunter Henry. What's that other tight end? Austin Hooper. Bro, we got some. Travion Henderson, he could be a wide receiver too. We be sending Ramondre out there too, bro. So it'd be like, bro, like he has all the talent to really get out there too. I just can't wait to see him really like sprout for real, bro. Cause he still haven't even shown that he can sprout, but I know he got it in him, bro. I seen him run routes. Trust me.
In this offense. Most importantly, though, we can confidently say that Drake May is a legitimate rising star and the next big thing at quarterback. Ultimately, it is that fact that is the most exciting for New England Patriots fans who are dreaming of a second act to that remarkable NFL dynasty they got to cheer on for 2 decades. It's taken less than 2 years for the Patriots to go from the league's basement to one of its biggest threats. A rookie quarterback has become a franchise cornerstone. A new head coach has restored discipline and belief, and a front office once mocked for its decisions is now being studied for its precision. The dynasty might have ended with Tom Brady, but the Patriot way never really died. It just evolved. From chaos to culture, from collapse to contender, from rock bottom to the fastest rebuild in NFL history.
Speaking of that, let me shout out Marcus Jones too, bro. Marcus Jones is another one of those factors, bro. Stupid, bro. Nigga in the slot corner too, bro. Marcus Jones have been going crazy in that slot corner, bro. Gonzalez came back, right? He took back CB1, right? Nigga, he's scrapping shit. Marcus Jones scrapping shit. Fucking Carson Davis scrapping shit at the two. CB2 Carson Davis, that nigga is scrapping. Bro, niggas is scrapping, bro. Like, our linebackers, I say the only thing that's killing us, bro, is like our spacing. When we play zone, our spacing it be getting killed. And then our linebackers, like, it's like they take forever to read and adjust. Like they'll be there once in a while, but like Spillane, he playing pretty good. But everybody cause he's a middle linebacker, so like our right linebackers and our right linebackers got really tightened up for real. Right side, outside linebackers really got tightened up for real. But I can't really say too much about my team, but we playing hella good, bro. I think we're doing very well. We're doing good, man. But that's it for the video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I said, God, nigga, I about to say subscribe twice. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, bro. Comment down below which I want me to react to next. I got a couple more videos coming out this week right here. I'm gonna try definitely get like 4 out. I got 2 back to back, so just be aware of those. Be aware of the clips. About to start turning up my short channel again, like I had it before. About to start just getting on and popping, bro. We about to just be on this shit, bro. So I said, comment down below, subscribe if you're new. We on to the next one, man.